Welcome to my counter model presentation. Presentation by Hlabutelongo Beni. This presentation is a micro lesson presentation with three phases, which is introduction phase and teaching and learning phase and homework. I hope you will enjoy. Introduction of my micro lesson plan. Teacher, Mr. Echingobeni, School, Masiza High School, subject, Geography, grade, which is grade 10 to 12. But this lesson was specific for grade 10, but the lesson can be taught on grade 10 to 12. Duration is 10 minutes. Date 18 November 2021. CAPS topic, GIS map work, lesson theme, counter lines. Lesson aims. At the end of the lesson, the learners must be able to develop or design a counterlines model of their own with at least less than 6 landforms. Knowledge. The knowledge that they have is the use or the importance of counterlines. Skills. Analyzing data. They must know between this counterline and counterline there is how much difference. Values. Respect. This is the counter model that I'll be teaching you the counter lines with. Okay, first of all, it's gonna be good for me and it's gonna be better for you to first understand what topographic map. Okay, what do you understand about topographic map? You have to understand this in order you can understand what the counter lines, because these counter lines you will find them what on topographic map. Topographic map shows the topography or shape of the land. When you talk about topography or shape of the land, we're talking about something like mountains, plains, and valleys. You will see when I'm presenting, you will see such things when I'm presenting here on the model. Okay, it shows the elevation by using what? We're coming back here now. By using what? The counters that we are using. It shows elevation. You can see the elevation by using what? By using the counters. You see, when we move forward, a counter line is something that we're talking about. So you have to understand that what is a counter line? What is a counter line? Okay, a counter line can be defined by the following. Okay, a counter line is a line of equal elevation or same height above sea level. I hope you understand. But you when I'm presenting here, it's where you will see what I'm talking about. When you talk about at the end of this presentation, you'll understand when we talk about elevation, we are talking about. When we talk about the line of equal elevation, what we're talking about. You'll understand it, and it's the aim of what? Of this model. Okay? Without wasting time, first I want you I would like you to guess here on this model the landforms that you see, and obvious there's we have more than 5 landforms in this model, but there is one landforms that is very attractive. Number one is what? Can you guess, anyone? A delta. We have a delta here. How come there's a delta? There's a delta because here we have what? We have a river. This is a river that bring water to what? To the ocean. And we also have what? A ocean. A delta and ocean. Someone can you guess what is this? What is this? It is good when you are teaching someone or present something practically. This is a lagoon. Yeah, today you'll be educated. You'll know from today what is a lagoon. Okay, a lagoon is a body of water separated from a larger bodies of water by a natural barrier. Do you understand about this? Can I repeat it? A body of water separated from a larger bodies of water by a natural barrier. Wow. You know, sometimes nature and sometimes nature is good. It is good because you never seen something like a lagoon, a delta, and you have to know these things. What delta? They can attract tourism. You understand? They can attract tourism. That's why I will say it is good for our nature, for our economy. Yeah, that's it. There is another thing that we have to talk about, which is important on counterlines. It's regarding counterlines. Okay? A slope. My learners know when I have to explain something, firstly I have to explain the definition of that certain thing. What is a slope? I can define the slope as the following: is the rise or fall of the land surface. I hope you get it. Because if you can look here, we're gonna talk about the slope like we're gonna talk about it like at the end of this presentation. You'll understand it. When you look at the counter now, you can tell the shape or a counter of the land. Okay, you can name the slope that you see here. Okay, for example, when we look at the counter lines, here, we can see the counter lines. They are together. And when close together, counter lines, it shows what? The steeper slope. It shows the steeper slope. It means here we have what? A steeper slope. Okay. Let's move to another one. When far apart, you can see here the counter lines are far apart. It means they are representing what? Guess. A gentle slope. They are representing gentle slope. You must understand this. It don't have to you must know this by head. Okay. Here, if you can see here, this is a cultivated land. It's a cultivated land. We have some plants, even though they are not many. Okay. Another landform that it is here. Can you guess? Here it was a valley that I can say maybe long time ago the river there was a water that was flowing, but it eroded. We know in this kind of slope erosion take place because there is a waterfall. The higher the elevation, it means there's a waterfall in that certain area. We also have a trigonometric beacon. So before I give you homework, I would like to remind you about those landforms that I've given you. I've given you delta, ocean, trigonometric beacon, and a valley, cultivated land, river, and a lagoon. So my homework to you, you'll have to go and research about this. And like I said on the lesson at the end of the lesson, you must be able to make or create your own counter model. So my homework, you'll have to go at home and create your own counter models with at least 6 landforms. Thank you.